Hello everyone, my name is CantDoGames and welcome back to the weird news. I hope you all have had a lovely weekend and have a nice chilled out Sunday, whatever you've been doing in the world. But yeah, today we get some shower thought answers. You know, like when you have them thoughts in the showers of like really weird things. Like this one. Mortician says he has seen dead men with erections multiple times. Yeah, thanks internet. Didn't want to know that. And also coming on today's weird news, world's tallest man admits he was worried he was going to step on the smallest person on the planet. Yep. He was literally that scared. What did you just say about my height? Huh? Well, what are you going to do about it? Huh? Shorty? What did you just say about my little friend? Huh? What about his height? Anyways, that's all to come on today's weird news. I hope you stick around. I hope you enjoy. And let's get into this. Shall we? World's tallest man admits he was worried he was going to step on the smallest person on the planet. Now, if I was the tallest man, I would hate to be because there's a lot of downsides to being the world's to being like really, really tall. I would hate it because I'd be more scared of the smallest man in the world because I'm not being stereotyping or anything, but I've always noticed people who are really short have more temper. So I'll be more scared that he'll bite my fucking kneecaps or something, you know what I mean? But, yeah, let's see why he was so worried, because he's not like he's gonna be like a cat or like a little dog that runs around your legs, is he? Like how small animals do. Or is he? The world's tallest man admitted he was scared he might step on the world's smallest person during their historic meeting. Sultan Kozan met the late Charnad, the world's shortest man ever, in London back in 2014, before meeting the world's shortest woman, Jyoti Amigi, in Egypt in 2018. So he's been around the world just to meet short people. That just sounds like you're just going around to meet Oompa Loompas. Sorry. I didn't mean to joke there. It's just sometimes jokes pop out my mouth and I regret saying them. I'm gonna get fucking cancelled, demonetized for this, ain't I? Both meets were slightly married for the big man, though, who was naturally a bit worried about trampling them. In an interview on Discovery with Rui Sidi Kozan said, "I kept asking officials to keep them away from me. Stay away, small people, away. I don't want to hurt you." I was very afraid to accidentally step on them and break their bodies. Also, I never heard what they said. They talked, but I didn't hear their voices. Oh my god, he's that tall compared to me. It was so hard to hear their voice. Like, you're an asshole. Come again? You're an asshole. What? So it might not have been the greatest of meetups for Kozan, but the photos are good, aren't they? Oh fuck yeah, look at them. Look how tiny that one is. Look how tiny they are compared to him. They're like they're like the size of his head. Like literally, yeah, they are the size of his head. Jesus, probably his thumb is like his thumb. Yeah, is probably like their hand. It recently looked like Kozan might be dethroned as the biggest bloke in the world. The Turk stands at 251 centimetres, or 8 feet 2.8. However, the BBC got wind of a champ in Gahan who was apparently even taller, so they went to verify the claims once and for all. Suleiman Abdul Sand, better known by his nickname Awuchi, was told during a recent checkup that he had grown to 9 foot and 6 inches, or 2.89 meters, though the measurements was dubiously at best. The 29-year-old was diagnosed with gigantism a few years back, and in his appointment to address the various complications that come with the condition, he was asked to stand against a measuring rod. The nurse was stunned to find he had outgrown it, and soon a crowd of collegists had gathered around to help them figure out how best to determine his height, eventually opting to use a pole as an extension above the scales. Well, yeah, that's all you do. But 9 foot, fuck, Jesus. Like, I'm 5'7", I think, or something. I'm like 5'7", 5'8". But fucking 9 foot. I've got friends who are like 7 foot. And my God. Like, they're tall, but 9. Imagine, I feel sorry for that person. You're just walking around. Most houses are built for people who are like, I don't know, like 6 foot normally they are. Like 6, 7 foot, like 6 or so foot doors are made for. Imagine him trying to live in our type of country. Fuck. You won't be able to stand in any room, would he? Like this. Like, yeah, I'm alright, yeah, that's great, yeah. Keen to validate this estimate, the BBC visited Aruchi armed with a bit of a 16-foot tape measure, though finding a building tall enough for him to stand against proved an issue. Oh my God, yeah, they would out there, wouldn't they? Once they found one, Aruchi took off his shoes, fashioned from tyres and nails by a local handyman due to a lack of shoes in his size. Yeah, I can imagine that. And his clothes, yeah. And stood with his back to the wall, while his neighbours stood on a stool, marked his height with a piece of a charcoal. It confirmed that Aruchi is 7 foot 4 inches. So it's actually pretty impressive the nurses managed to land more than 2 feet off the mark with their improvised pole measurements. While he may not be the tallest man in the world at the moment, he thinks he could still break the record yet. I'm still growing tall. Who knows, maybe one day I might get to that height too, he said. Lofty ambitions indeed. Yeah. I love it like that. The word tallest man at the moment was just terrified that he would hurt the small people. I'm more terrified of someone who's smaller than me because I know they're just filled with anger. For some reason they're just... I think it's good ever since I was in school. Yeah, at school we had was someone who was in my form and at my class and that, always. He was very short. And he was so angry at everything. And he would also use his smallness. If let's say he really pissed you off and you wanted to like... Urgh, he would flinch and act all scared like a little child. And so all the females in the class would be like, what you do, don't hurt him, he's adorable. He's not, he's a fucking asshole. But yeah, they will take his side because he's small. See, small people have an advantage over tall people. Do you know what it is? They can bite your kneecaps before you even get time to grab them. Next bit of news of today is to do with the humans' bodies as well. And how strange they can really be. Have you ever had a shower thought, you know them weird thoughts you have in the mornings? Have you ever thought, like, do dead people still get erections? Like, do they keep the erection when they're dead, when they die? Well, a mortician says he has seen dead men with erections multiple times. So that answered my question. How? I don't fucking know. Because, well, yeah, the blood, I guess, it will stay where it is, but muscles should become, they normally go, well, actually, muscles stiffen on death, don't they? Wait, do they? I can't remember. Do they stiffen? Yeah, I think they do. They tighten up. A mortician has revealed that sometimes men die with erections, but I guess most blokes are going to be past caring by the time they end up at a mortician's table. The unusual phenomenon isn't particularly common, according to a TikTok account at Funeral Homes Confessions, but it does happen. You can see him talk about it here.
Well, this is an interesting question.
Is it?
And I will try to give you the hard facts without sounding too much like a stiff.
I'm sorry about that. That was such a dad joke. Anyways.
Do men die with erections? Not a lot, but on occasion they do. The medical term for that, it's called priapism.
Priapism? Such a weird name for it.
And us in the death care industry, we call it angel lust.
I shouldn't laugh at that. Angel lust. So if you got an erection after you've died, it's called angel dust. Well, it's because dust just comes out of the penis. And so, just, you know, people do powder, that's what makes it happen.
Again, it does happen, rarely, not a whole lot, but on occasion, yeah.
Such a weird name for it. Yeah. After making several excellent erection puns, TikTok user Morty Stein Prewentrus explained, "Not a lot, but on occurrence they do. The medical terms for that is called priapism, and us in the death care industry, we call it angel lust." Fucking angel lust. It's just so weird. It's just a weird name. I thought it said angel dust, so that's why I giggled more. But angel lust, it's still weird. I can understand, but it's like you're dead, so it's like there's no brain activity. I guess it's like that when they've died, like, instantly after they die. Not like later on you'll be like standing there like doing stuff, and then all you see is just a cover, just pop up. I'd be very concerned. I'd be like, okay, I touched something. Again, it does happen. Rarely, not a whole lot, but occasionally, yeah, we actually do see that happen. Fair enough. So, now you know. Thanks, Internet. In a comment to another follower, Morty emphasizes how rare it was by saying he would only see it about 3 times that he can remember. Fucking hell, I'm surprised you actually wanted to remember. Thankfully, Morty spared us further details on deathly erections, but according to the principles of forensic medical, a priapismic occurring post-mortem is usually an indication that death was swift and violent. So, they're saying is, if your death was extremely violent, you have an erection. So what, our bodies like torture or something? What? In what I can honestly say is a sentence. I never thought I'd be writing back in 2017. A British museum exhibit the mummified 7-inch penis of a man who got an erection after being hanged in the 18th century. Fucking hell, that man liked BDSM. Oh my god. The Victor Wine Museum of Curiosity, Fine Art and Natural History display the penis reportedly worth around £100,000 between 2017 and 2018. Fuck me, the most expensive penis in the world. In a press release at the time, the museum curator said it was removed from an 18th century Englishman who was hanged. When people were hanged, they'd nearly always get erections and always release their seed. Okay, people in the 18th century were masculous. They liked pain. Okay. I think quite a few were made, but this is the only one I've heard of. It's been around the different private collections of Oscar Wilde was as admired. Oh, okay then. That's just so random. The curator added body parts were frequently perquisted of execution, and many different parts were supposed to have magical properties. For example, there is something called the Hands of Glory, which is the mummified hands of hanged men, which were believed to be extremely powerful. So, a mummified man that was hand is extremely powerful, and it's called the Hands of Glory. What the fuck do you do with that hand? I didn't even want to begin to imagine what sort of magical properties anyone thought this penis might have. In fact, I think I'm quite enough internet for me today. That's enough internet for me today. I didn't want to know that, but it was just intriguing. Okay. Well. Okay. Okay, everyone, that was today's weird news. This is literally one of them moments where it's like, thanks, Internet. I hate it. Because, why? It's a mummified penis. Who cares? Why are you saying it's worth so much? And why is it in a museum on show? Ew. Anyways, don't forget to leave a like, guys, if you enjoyed any parts of this. And don't forget to leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. If you've got any ideas or tips or anything I can improve on, let me know as well. And don't forget to follow me on all my social medias. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao.